Hello, everybody. Guess who's back? It's your girl, Barbie J. I know I've been missing for months and months and months, but I will tell you guys all about what I've been going through when I do my next live. I'm going to try to do a live this week. This week, I don't know, either tomorrow, Tuesday or Thursday this week. I will see. But we have so much to catch up on. But today, right now, this video is about the movie Straw by Tyler Perry, and you know it's on Netflix. And I want to tell y'all, this movie did something to me. It did something to me. I was in here boo-hooing, tears running down my face. I was feeling this child's pain. Taraji P. Henson played that role, y'all. If she does nothing else, she know how to play a role. She played the role of Janiyah, and she had me in tears. And the other characters that were in the movie is, remember this one is on Netflix. There was Sherri. She played Nicole, the bank manager. Teyanna Taylor was Detective Raymond. Rockman Dunbar was Chief Wilson or Captain Wilson. I can't remember what it was. We have Sinbad. He played Benny. He was this he was in a wheelchair. They say it unhoused or homeless, whatever person. But he was somebody that she always gave money change to. She didn't have money herself, but Janiyah always gave this man money. Anyway, Glenn Turman, he was Richard, that store manager and owner. He was her boss. He was Janiyah's boss. Ashley Versha, I didn't like her. She was the bank teller. Her name was Tessa. And then there was Mike Merrill. He was Detective Grimes. He was Detective Raymond's partner. And then there was another bank teller, Shalette Monique. And I liked her. But that Tessa was trouble, y'all. She the one who caused a lot of this problem that she was going through. But I'll get into that. Now, this is not a true story. It's fictional, but it was based on, life events, Tyler Perry said. And he also drew upon some of these things from his own life and things he's been through. Now, there might be some spoiler alerts now. We got spoiler alerts, spoiler warning, whatever you want to say. It's there. And now, there was a little girl that played Aria, but we didn't see her much in the movie. But Aria, I forgot who played Aria. But I like that name because it's my niece's name, my grandniece at that name. And yes, I have on my tiara because guess what? It was my birthday on June 1st. It was my birthday. Ha, 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 ha. And I missed y'all on my birthday, but I had a wonderful birthday. And I can't wait to tell y'all all about it. But it's not happening in this review right now, okay? This movie review is the movie review. But I wanted to wear my tiara, and I think when I go live, I'm going to wear my tiara too because I celebrate the entire month, okay, of June. This is like I think this is the fourth collaboration that Taraji has done with Tyler Perry, right? There was I Can Do Bad All By Myself. There was Acrimony. There's something else. The Family That Prays Together, and then Straw. So I think this is the 4 movies, right? I think she was in The Family That Prays. Y'all put it down in the comment section if I got that wrong. So this is a drama, a thriller. It has social issues in it. You know what I mean? It's dark. It's suspenseful. It's psychological. It's like a psychological crime drama, that's what I would say, psychological crime. And it's emotional. I'm telling y'all, I was in here boo-hooing. The only thing that stopped me is Amazon came to my door. I had to run, and he wanted me to read something. I had my eyes was all watery. I couldn't even tell what I was reading, and I was like, I don't think that's my package, but I'm upstairs crying, sorry. Anyway, this is about Janiyah. She just reached her final straw, losing her job, getting evicted, etc. And there's a serious plot twist at the end that it was a bit confusing to me. So I don't want to get too much into it, but you guys will know. But guess what? This movie hit #1 on Netflix this weekend. And it just came out like 2-3 days ago. I think it came out on the 6th, was it? The 6th. So it hit #1 on Netflix, and Tyler was very happy about it. What else? Taraji, oh, the black drama. Oh, she was. I read somewhere where Taraji was letting the people know. You know the black. You know as black people, we get all at the. Oh, Tyler Perry always talking about our black trauma and stuff. But Tatiana. Now what Taraji said is that the only way for us to heal is to talk about the trauma. So, and I think that's right. I think she's right about that. So anyway, this is about Janiyah. She's a single parent. She's kind to everyone, it seems like, you know. Even Benny, like I said, the guy in the wheelchair, played by Sinbad. She doesn't feel seen. She doesn't speak out for herself. And she finds herself in these horrible situations. And then one thing leads to another situation that is worse than the first. I mean, she be going through it, y'all. Really through it. And she doesn't have a support system, and she ends up finally breaking, you know, and doing things that are out of character for her. So Tyler Perry said that he started writing this movie for women and people who go through this stuff all the time after listening to Angie Stone's song $20. So if any of y'all know Angie Stone's song $20, listen to it, because he said that's what triggered this movie in him. And he said he also drew upon his own struggles, you know, but really makes, oh, what I was saying for me, I'm sorry, I'm reading it. What really made the movie for me was the three black women trying to see each other in a world that renders them invisible. And those three black women were Taraji as Janiyah, Teyanna as Detective Raymond, and Nicole as the bank manager. Because those two, Nicole and Detective Raymond, saw something in Janiyah that they experienced themselves, you know. And Teyanna, I gotta try to use their names. Let me look at the card, because I'm gonna keep calling them by their real names. Detective Raymond she was stepping in as the negotiator. They were waiting for him to come, but he didn't come, and she was talking to him and talking to Janiyah. And Janiyah, she was doing a real good job talking to her in the movie, you know. So when the real negotiator came, he was like, no, she's doing a good job. And she formed a relationship with Janiyah, where it's a trusting relationship. And Janiyah had to speak up. So I guess I would have to tell some of the story to tell you what happened. But it started off with her, Janiyah taking her child to school. She's waving to the teacher looking at her all strange, getting the kid out of the car. The neighbors were making a lot of noise while she's trying to sleep and her baby's trying to sleep. The landlord's like, she's behind in her rent. You need to pay up your rent. If you don't have your money by the time you said today, I'm gonna put your stuff out. So she gets there to her job. She's late because of that. Oh, Glenn Turman is her boss, Richard. He don't have no compassion for her. He don't give a hootie tootie fruity about her. He's nasty. He's rude. He's contentious. He's terrible. A terrible boss. She's like, my daughter's school caller had to go to the school. She gets to the school, they taking her child away because the child fell and hurt herself in the tub, and they look thinking it's abuse, and she has to it's just one thing after another. And she comes back to work, and she was in a car and it was stuck in traffic. She's like, come on. So she decides to curve out into another lane, and a speeding car came by, bam, and almost hit her, got out the way. Then he went there, threatened her, tall white guy. He was threatening her, saying what he was going to do to her. And she's like, oh, she was all scared. And she tried to drive away. He said, no, you mine now. He went after her and crashed into her, sent her in a tailspin. And then she was facing the other direction. Then another police car pulled up, and she said, thank God you came. This man hit me. Come to find out, the man that hit her was a police officer. It was just so much stuff was happening to her, and he was threatening her, said he was going to kill her, and you better do this. And the female officer was like, yo, dude, stop. It was a white female. You need to lay off of her. You know, I got this. Yeah, make her pay. Make her pay. But if I catch you, I'm going to make sure you go to jail under some way or the other. I'm going to kill you or something. I mean, the man was threatening her because she came out and he was speeding by. Whew. Come to find out, then she gets back to work. She wants her check. The boss won't give her the check. He fires her. She's like, I just want my check. And then while she's in there talking to him, trying to get a check, they get robbed. And the guy is calling her by her name because she have on her name tag, and they like, Janiyah, you better do this and do that. So he attacks her, tried to take her book bag to put the money in, but it was her daughter's book bag with the daughter's medicine in it and her school project. All she wanted to do was get $40. She needed her check so she could cash it and get $40 to her daughter, so her daughter wouldn't keep getting teased in school by the other kids and embarrassed by the teacher because she can't afford the lunch money, the lunch like everybody else. It was just, y'all, it was so much going on, all of this in one day. So the robbers try to take her the bag. She fighting, and Richard is telling her, give up the bag. She's like, no, that's her daughter's medicine and stuff, and the medicine is so expensive. And somehow the guy pushes her, and she gets the gun and shoots the guy, and the guy died. And then the boss is yelling at her, you did this, you did this. He's telling her it's her fault. She set this up. She knew him. I'm calling the police. He called the police and tell him that she set it up and that she killed the guy. And he was, yeah, she got mad. She killed him. I was like, oh my God. She was just like at wit's end. And all she did was, all that money was on the desk. She didn't even touch the money. She just took her check with blood stains on it, went across to the bank to cash her check, but she didn't have her ID. She lost her ID or whatever. The bank tell her, Tessa, no. She said, you know me. She said, yeah, but it's the rule. We have to see your ID and stuff. She said, I just want my check. The check was like for $500.21. $521 or something like that. She just wanted her check. She said, I just want to get the money so I can give my daughter money for her school. She didn't want her daughter to be embarrassed in school. This is what she's fighting for, y'all. It was crazy. And so somehow she ended up pulling out that gun. She still had the gun in her possession. She put it on the counter, and the girl looked at her. Tessa was like, like a gun. And all she wanted to do is cash her check. Tessa sets off the private alarm saying that they being robbed. The girl wasn't robbing them. All she wanted was a check. She started giving her all this money. She said, why are you giving me all this money? I don't want this. I just want my money for the check. Stop giving me all the money. Meanwhile, the baby's, what is that? Her daughter's book bag school project, it was like some kind of, I don't know, thing she made, and it kept lighting up. So they thought she had a bomb. It was just, y'all, it was crazy. And it just set off this whole chain of reaction that shouldn't have happened. It was terrible, and she ended up, Teyanna, oh God, Detective Raymond was the detective with, what's his name, Grimes, and they were the ones trying to find out what really went down. They found out that they went to the store and saw the murder, of the manager. They also ended up at the house and saw all her stuff out on the lawn because the landlord did throw all her stuff out in the rain. And she was like, why did you do that? And she was picking up all her daughter's medicines and stuff and the school project. Why did you do that? And so she didn't have nothing left. That's when she went back to to her boss and asked for her check so she could pay the rent and stuff. And it was just, the lady was having a bad one day. And she broke. She just broke. I'm not going to tell y'all the rest, but that Tessa was a problem. She had no sympathy for anybody. There was older people who were online at the bank at that moment when things happened, and it got crazy. And this one lady, she just felt sympathy for her. She said, I don't like this. This is not right. And they kept saying she's trying to rob the bank. She said, I'm not trying to rob the bank. All I want is my $521. That's it. But everybody got her as a bank robber because Tessa set off that alarm. And Tessa didn't give a hootie tootie, fat and fruity, didn't care about her. And the older woman said, how old are you? She's like, why? She's like, because I ain't never seen nobody that have no bit of compassion in their soul, their spirit, what all our people have to go through. You just don't, she said, I don't like it either, but damn, did you just not hear what she been through today? Just today, did you not hear it? Y'all, this was a good movie. I'm sorry. I don't know if anybody's saying it was bad. It's typical Tyler Perry. Y'all can say what y'all want. This was a good movie. I was in there crying. I was in here in tears. I was broken. I felt all of her pain. I wanted to try to help her. I didn't have money myself, but I was trying to put money in the computer. Give her money. I was trying to help her, y'all. If you don't feel something for this woman or have any bit of compassion, there's a problem with you. That's all I'm going to end this with. There's a problem with you. Now, there's a plot twist at the end and all this stuff. Y'all will find out. But I wanted to tell y'all that little bit. Okay, so I will see you all in the next video. I am so happy to be back, and I will go live, and I have to catch up on the last two what is it, 50 Cent, what was I doing? I can't remember what I was doing, but I have to do those last two episodes of Raising Canaan. I never did for y'all, and that's it. And I hope to see you guys soon. Come back to me. The birthday girl, look, birthday girl has spoken. I'm the birthday queen. I just had to show y'all that. Anyway, bye guys. Love you. Peace.